Cross country won a total of 5 ODAC championships, 1 regional championship, and had 2 NCAA qualified teams and the first All-American athlete from Bridgewater College. The track team at Bridgewater College has a total of 16 ODAC championships. Over the years, 23 athletes have received the title All-American, with both men and women's national champion. This year, for the first time in ODAC history, both men and women's track teams have had the chance to win the Triple Crown. The championship races were even held on this campus for the first time in ODAC history. This was the amount that showed up. The majority that did were parents, not students. From the outpouring of support, I guess you could say the sport goes a little unnoticed. There is a sign located at the rear of the track facility with the years of the titles on it. It has not been updated for a while, and it is also located above the bathroom of all places.
Yeah, I think by far we've probably have more titles and more All-Americans than any sport or any sports here on campus. What makes track, I think, different than a lot of the other sports is both the individual and then team concept. You can compete as an individual, but you're also part of the team.
We interviewed a number of students on their perception of track and field. These were our results.
When I hear the term track and field, the first thing I think of is running, which is painful.
It's a lot more than running.
Running, yeah, just running.
Well, anyone can just run.
Running, jumping, and painting.
Oh yeah, I don't run, I throw.
Kind of cult-like.
A lot of people around campus have no idea what we do as a team.
Running. Lots and lots of running.
There's so much more to running.
Run like hell.
After interviewing multiple athletes, we were able to understand the forms of workouts that they need to complete daily to stay in shape. There was a large diversity within each subgroup between the runners, jumpers, and throwers.
On a daily basis, there's certain conditioning aspects to it. Track and field tends to, in a lot of ways, I feel, give you a well-rounded fitness experience in terms of the running conditioning that you work on. If you're a distance runner or even sprinters, to a certain degree, you have to have aerobic conditioning, then you have to get down and break down into anaerobic training and other things like that. So, you're working a lot of different physical systems. There's weight training, core training that goes into it. Most sports do weight training and things, but not as many sports run and tackle the aerobic and fitness side of things in the ways that we do with track and cross country.
Oh, well, we can't really tell you much about our workouts because then we'd have to kill you. That's kind of a pretty big secret. But our non-workout days, we'll just do 8 to 10 miles. Just kind of enjoy the run and enjoy the spring weather and everything.
Usually I'll get there and I'll do discus drilling first, and then I'll practice discus, and then a little while later I'll maybe do hammer or javelin drills and then throw hammer or javelin. I usually try to stick to like 2 events a day.
It pretty much varies throughout the week, kind of depending on when we have races and stuff, but for the 10K it's obviously high mileage, so usually my workout days I have about 9 to 10 miles, and a lot of it's on and off the track. We'll do like a warm up, then like a 20-minute tempo or something like that, and then we'll do like a couple thousands or 2Ks on the track, and then we'll do like a couple 300s, a couple 500s, something like that, and then a cool down. So it's a lot of mileage.
You have to the trainers around 2:30 and either get stretched or get scraped, and then around 3:30 we start practice, go through the warm up, and then stretch and drills, and then depending on the day, do the workout. And then after the workout, we go back to the trainers and get stretched again, and probably take an ice bath, and then probably head to the pool and do aqua jog or do core or whatnot.
Generally, it depends on the day. Like every day is different for me since I'm working with the pentathlon and heptathlon. So like Mondays and Wednesdays are usually my workout running days. Tuesday, Thursdays are my throwing/jumping days, and then Fridays we try and hurdle or like meet prep or handoffs, so it just varies.
Most of our random interviews concluded that this sport revolves around running or death. However, there are many health benefits to it.
I think the health benefits of running track are just with that there are for all running. It's great cardiovascular exercise. So they're constantly training, they're being fit. The disadvantages, they're constantly training. So with track athletes, I feel the runners don't really have a true off season like a lot of other college athletes do. They generally are doing stuff fall for cross country, winter with indoor, and then in spring they're doing outdoor track. So they're kind of doing continuous high volume activity, which can be a little bit of a disadvantage because they get injured more frequently due to that overtraining.
Have to be mentally tough or learn to become mentally tough as a track and field athlete, and I think that transfers over to just about any challenge you might run into in life. Learning how to kind of bear down when things get hard, kind of learning how to suck it up from time to time, mentally and physically. But I think it gives you a mental edge, and it kind of prepares you for when things get hard in life, because the track gets hard regularly, and if you can't psychologically or mentally deal with that, then it becomes very difficult for you to probably deal with other things that are going on in your life as well.
There's a ton of psychological benefits. I think with especially distance running, you have to be very committed to the sport. Not to say that other events aren't as committed, just this is the time. You have to be very focused, and you have to focus for long amount of periods of time. I think if you're able to focus during a 2-hour run or a 20-mile long run or a longer type workout, then you're able to focus in all aspects of life. If you can focus running for 2 hours, then you can focus on your schoolwork for a few hours, you can focus on your career for a few hours, and just bettering yourself. So I think it helps a ton with your focus and things like that. And also being more individual based, it's going to help you grow as an individual. It's going to give you confidence, it's going to give you that routine, it's going to help you get into a schedule, which is, all in all going to impact your grades and obviously your future as well. And there's so many adults that continue to run or work out or compete at various levels, and without that, I don't think they'd be as successful in their career or life in general.
I think you can have that team aspect, and people can have that team bond, and you can still have that team success, and you can still learn how to work within the bounds of a team sport, but you can also excel on your own as well. So definitely more unique than traditional team sports.
After talking with many track athletes, we were able to shed some light on how the sport is impacted. It has become evident that track and field is much more than just running. It is a family, a collaboration of unique talents put forth to reach one goal.
It's really taught me responsibility and being accountable.
I definitely think the best thing track could have done for me and has done for me is hard work. I've noticed from when I first started doing track to now, I've progressed so far, and I know that the better I work, the more I worked hard, the farther I came. And that's carried over different parts of the things I do in life,
I would not be the same person that I am right now if I didn't have this team. Like, they're not just my team, like, we're family.
Eagles.
Was I being filmed?
Yes, you are.
All right. We'll have some good outtakes.